I'm currently reading Today and Tomorrow by Henry Ford, and in the book, it seems so alien, but he talks about how leisure time is, like, new. Like, if you think about it in terms of society, you used to have to walk, like, 4 hours to go to the store or to get something because you didn't have a car. You used to have to wash everything by hand. No dishwashers, no washing machines, no dryers. All this stuff took away from your free time, so no one really questioned what to do with all the free time they had or what they should do on the weekend, because that time was spoken between housework, chores, maintenance on the farm, and just the time it took to transport people back and forth. But thanks to things like the car, the dishwasher and such, we've been able to automate a lot of that. The tractor has saved, like, I think it's like farmers used to have to spend 291 hours a year just doing maintenance on their horses so that they could plow the fields. And that's how much time owning a tractor, at least one of the first tractors, would save them. And then it got me thinking, like, if we don't know how to use your leisure time, if leisure time is only an invention of, like, or really a concept from the past 150 years for most people, let's see who's had leisure time. And that's the aristocrats, the wealthiest people in society who don't necessarily have to work a job and they own businesses. Those have existed for years. So we can see, like, how those people live their lives, and they read a lot. So we can take a page, literally, out of their book and expand our mind, challenge our thoughts, and learn new things by reading with our free time. Like, no more of this scrolling Netflix and just, like, wasting it. Like, so many people are like, I don't have enough time. Then you're like, okay, well, what do you do with your time? You're like, well, I go on YouTube for this much, then I play, like, chess on my phone for this much, and, like, they don't actually audit it. So that's also a great concept talked about in Buying Back Your Time by some dude. I think first letter D, last letter's name, the first letter's last name is like an M or something. Dan Martell. There we go. I think that's it. He talks about auditing your time. Like, every 15 minutes, write down what you did, and you see these inefficiencies or these times that you just necessarily go on your phone. And for my experiment going without my phone and without distracting myself with my phone for 30 days, I can tell you, like, even though you're tired, going on your phone, it might not be physically tiring to you, but it's very mentally, like, you're still exerting yourself. And just sitting there and relaxing for 10 minutes is one of the most beneficial habits I have. So every 2-3 hours I work, I just sit down and relax for 20 minutes, and no music, no nothing. I just allow myself and kind of, like, notice my thoughts. Like, you're sitting on a cliff watching a highway drive beneath you. And that metaphor is taken from Own Your Mind, which is a great book that breaks down the logical argument of actually meditating. He recommends 20 minutes a day, and you'll save yourself hours of productivity in terms of being able to better think and make decisions faster, at least with white collar work. Then you go back to aristocrats. They also heavily put emphasis on the arts, music. Like, these things are actually very good for your body and good for your mind to learn how to play. And then they also spend a lot of time socializing. They network with people, they have their balls, they have their dinners, and those are networking events. So, like, expand your friend group, invite your friends over for dinner, like, go travel to see them, like I'm doing now, being here in Kentucky, visiting some of my friends from college. Like, one of the things I learned getting out of elementary school, or actually really high school, is, like, keeping a friendship pace at work. That's why people who've been friends for years, it's, like, impressive, because it takes time, especially when your friends move, when they are in California, when they're in Kentucky, when, like, you just have all this stuff you want to do, and you have to, like, call them up and go on your phone and be like, hey man, let's hang out. When's the next available time you have? And you just go through the dates and you list them off, and, like, you have to do this a month or two ahead based off of your schedules, but, like, you have to put conscious effort into maintaining these friendships, or else you just don't see each other, and then eventually falls apart. But it's so worth it to keep these bonds, not only for networking, but just for, like, having fun and people who've known you for a while. It's amazing. Yeah, audit your time, see how that works, and then I would highly recommend meditating, and I'm going to talk more about breath work. I'm still doing my Wim Hof breathing experiments. So peace out.